feel gross after watching this movie. Ugh. But in a good way, but still, ugh. Hey everyone, welcome to another review, and here's my review for the movie Nocturnal Animals. Yes, Nocturnal Animals stars Amy Adams, Jake Gyllenhaal, Isla Fisher, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Michael Shannon, and Laura Linney, and this movie is written and directed by Tom Ford, yes, that fashion designer who directed A Single Man with Colin Firth. Remember that awesome gem of a movie? He's got his second movie now, and this movie is called Nocturnal Animals. And before I get into this movie, I'm just going to say this right out and say it right now. This movie is fantastic. It's disgusting, disturbing, and sometimes not at all watchable, but it's fantastic. But I had one issue with this movie. I'm just going to say it right out because there's so much praise I got to give this movie because there's so much I loved about it, but I'm just going to say the one problem I had. This movie, as you all know, this movie split into 3 stories. And one of the 3 stories I just didn't think worked out very well. It wasn't a bad story, just I didn't have much investment with the story. I didn't find it very interesting, and I kind of wanted that story to end. I kind of just wanted them to go to the other 2 stories, because the other 2 stories are just so brilliant. They're all so gritty, so dark, so well executed. Those stories are just so amazing, so interesting, so fascinating. I wanted to know how those stories were going to end. But one story, I'm not going to say what story it is, and I'm not even going to say what happens in it, but just one story in the movie, out of the 3 stories, the one story I just particularly did not like, and I couldn't get much investment out of it like I did the other 2 stories. But that being said, the other 2 stories are amazing, and they're the things that make this movie freaking great. Yes, because Nocturnal Animals is so good. Yes, Tom Ford once again proves himself. He's not just a good fashion designer, but he's a great filmmaker. A Single Man that came out years ago with Colin Firth, that was such a brilliant movie. This is hands down better than A Single Man, and that's saying a lot because I really enjoy A Single Man. I think that's a great movie, but Nocturnal Animals is much better. This movie is dark, gritty, disturbing, and sometimes you're like, what the hell is happening? And there's a lot of great visual storytelling in this movie between amazing editing, great direction, and fantastic cinematography. This movie is amazing. I don't even want to go into too much details because there's a lot to spoil about this movie because there's a lot of weird, strange things that go down in this movie. Watch the trailers, then just go watch this movie. You will be blown away by the trailers, and then when you go see this movie, you'll be blown away by this movie. This movie is just solid. The direction is solid. Everyone gives a good performance. There is not a single bad performance in this movie. Amy Adams is in this movie. She is so freaking good. She was better, obviously, in Arrival, but she was still really good. She's having a great year this year. And Jake Gyllenhaal, Jake Gyllenhaal. I really hope he gets a nomination because I thought Jake Gyllenhaal was so freaking good. Michael Shannon is badass in this movie. He was probably my favorite character in this movie, Michael Shannon. I just freaking loved him in this movie. And Aaron Taylor-Johnson, my God, what a different role. Very different, unique, original performance he gives. And my God, he's disgusting in this movie. He just disturbs the ever-loving shit out of me in this movie. Every scene Aaron Taylor-Johnson is in this movie, I'm just like, ugh, please get him off screen, ugh. But that just shows you how great of a performance he gives. He's nominated for the Golden Globe for Supporting Actor, and I can definitely see why, because he is really solid in this movie. And Laura Linney, Isla Fisher are all in this movie. Michael Sheen's a small performance. They're all really great in this movie. All in all, this movie is fantastic. I love this story about basically a girl. She gets a book from her ex-husband. It's called The Nocturnal Animals, and it's this very dark, very sociopathic story. He dedicates it, and he dedicated the story to her. Basically, the movie's about the relationship, about the present, about the story. It's all these different stories into one movie, and it ends up into this one big conclusion that I will not dare spoil. I won't say what happens, but it's fantastic. It's nail-biting, it's dark, it's disturbing, it's disgusting, it's freaking awesome. Again, there is one story in the movie I particularly didn't like, and that does drag the movie down a bit, but the movie still, all in all, is fantastic. I loved this movie. I cannot wait to buy this movie on Blu-ray, and I highly recommend this movie. Most definitely, this movie is fantastic. Nocturnal Animals is definitely one of the stronger movies of this year. Please, check this movie out. It's fantastic. So yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give the movie Nocturnal Animals a 9 out of 10. So yeah, this movie would have been a perfect 10 out of 10 if it wasn't for the one story, but still, this movie is fantastic. Please, check it out. It's phenomenal. So yeah, that was my review for the movie Nocturnal Animals. So in the comment section below, please tell me, what is your favorite Tom Ford movie? Do you think A Single Man is his best movie, or do you think Nocturnal Animals is his best movie? I think this is better than A Single Man, but what do you think? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you liked the video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.